Hello, my name is Meredith Park. Everyone agrees that there's just too much traffic and congestion in Redwood City. Further exacerbating rush hour traffic, thousands of parents are on the road driving their kids to school. More than half of Redwood City students in grades K through 8 attend a charter, school of choice, or private school, which may not be close enough from their home to walk or bike. My study focused on two public schools of choice, sharing a campus which is located 1/2 mile from the city's main transit center, with 850 students in grades 3 through 8. With the support of Redwood City's Safe Routes to School program, I sought to learn how public transit could be leveraged to encourage more active transportation when kids live too far to walk or bike to school, and what's required to overcome the barriers identified. This is where my analysis began, attempting to understand what it would take for parents to send their children to school on public transit. My qualitative research consisted of interviewing 5 parents and 2 administrators, and I used a blend of deductive and inductive approaches to analyze the data collected. By using modeling techniques with anonymous data from the school district to reference home locations, I discovered a majority of students live within a 1/4 mile of one of the 4 bus routes serving the transit center, which are shown in the solid lines on the map. During interviews, it became clear that parents are primarily concerned with 3 things. First, their children's safety, particularly crossing major thoroughfares like El Camino Real, coming from the transit center. Second, timing, frequency, and reliability of public transit. They want to know their kids won't be anxious about being tardy or missing the bus. And third, parents lack awareness about public transit options. I came away with one overarching conclusion: proximity matters. Of all the options discussed with parents, such as adding crossing guards and more police presence, nothing quelled safety concerns. Thus, my first recommendation is to add bus stops closer to schools. Ironically, routes 274 and 295, shown in the dotted lines, had bus stops 500 feet from the school entrances, but these routes have been discontinued. Data modeling reveals that if reinstated, these 2 bus routes could serve nearly half of the students, and they would not need to exit at the transit center where homeless people are encamped or cross busy intersections. Second, timing and reliability ought to be improved, preferably by increasing transit frequency. If buses arrive every 20 to 30 minutes, parents would feel assured that they could select a time that works for their family. Third, a robust communication strategy should be implemented to increase awareness about public transit and complemented by educational programming at school. As I reflect on the study and the recommendations proposed, it's obvious that jurisdictional complexities among transport, roads, and schools must be addressed if we hope to make meaningful changes that prioritize public transit and thereby improve the air, lives, and health of the community. For example, so much Safe Routes funding has been allocated to infrastructure, but it doesn't seem to be working. With new federal funding, we need to refocus efforts on a more comprehensive approach. I remain optimistic that because today's youth are keenly aware of the urgency of climate change, focusing on their travel habits is critical to accelerating modal shifts necessary to reduce emissions and reverse the devastating impacts of climate change. Thank you for listening.